Hi, everyone. My name is Paul Kerr, and I work with the BioData Catalyst Coordinating Center, focusing on user services. Today, we'll go over cloud credits, including when they're needed on BioData Catalyst and how to apply for them. Cloud credits are required to perform certain tasks, such as running analyses or storing results. Note that users are not charged for the storage of the data sets that are hosted on BioData Catalyst. However, when that data is used in your analyses, then you will need to cover the costs of the computation and the storage of the derived results. Also, users who upload or import their own data into BioData Catalyst will need to cover the storage costs for that data. Many factors are involved in estimating the amount of cloud credits needed. For instance, computation costs are influenced by the size of the analysis and the length of time it takes to run. Likewise, storage costs are influenced by the file size and the length of time the data is stored. Our next Community Hours session on September 15th will include a deeper dive into cloud credits with representatives from the workspaces discussing tips for estimating and controlling costs and writing BioData Catalyst funding into your grant proposals. New users of BioData Catalyst may apply for an initial $500 in cloud credits, also known as pilot credits, and many analyses can actually be completed for that amount or less. For larger tasks, you can use the credits to test and evaluate the ecosystem for things such as piloting pipelines on smaller samples and estimating how much a full analysis will cost. Cloud credits can be applied to either or both workspaces. So your $500 in credits can go entirely to Terra or 7Bridges, or you can split it into $250 on both workspaces. If you don't already have CWL tools or Whittle tools, and you're flexible about which workspace to use, we recommend trying both so you can test and evaluate them with your chosen data to make an informed decision about which workspace is the best fit for your research. And if you like, you can later transfer any unused credits from one workspace onto the workspace of your choice. Here's the workflow for requesting pilot credits. First, if you haven't already, sign up for the BioData Catalyst Community, which provides access to the help desk, forums, newsletters, and more. Then sign up for either Terra or 7Bridges or both. After you've signed up for a workspace, you can then complete the cloud credits request form. Again, you can use all your credits on a single workspace or split the credits between the two workspaces. After you've spent your pilot credits, you can cover future costs through grant funding, a credit card, or a purchase order. Here is the Cloud Credits webpage. It's listed under Resources and includes links to helpful articles on estimating and controlling cloud costs, along with the form to request credits. The form asks for some basic info, including PI and collaborator names if available, and your role in organization. At the bottom, it says you may request one of the following, and here you would choose the $500 in initial pilot cloud credits. I would note that the other option here is additional cloud credits. As you know, NHLBI's mission focuses on heart, lung, blood, and sleep disorders, and researchers in those areas may apply for additional cloud credits beyond the initial 500 for specific projects. Please note that these requests are closely reviewed by NHLBI leadership, and this should not be seen as a sustainable way to pay for large projects. And lastly, you'll choose your preferred workspace, 7Bridges, Terra, or both. Please note that it can take a few business days for cloud credits requests to be approved and applied to the workspace you choose. Next steps include reading the Getting Started guide for your preferred workspace. Also, be sure to join our next Community Hours on September 15th, which will include a detailed discussion on estimating, controlling, and optimizing cloud costs and writing BioData Catalyst funding into your grant proposals. And as always, feel free to contact our help desk with any questions or feedback you might have. Thank you.